Despite decades of massive global infrastructure expansion, roughly 70% of the Earth's surface still lacks reliable cellular coverage. Building traditional infrastructure in the middle of the ocean, across harsh deserts, or deep in mountain ranges is physically and economically impossible. Terrestrial cell towers require local power grids, fiber backhaul cables, and constant manual maintenance. We have a sky full of advanced technology orbiting right over those remote areas. So why can't a smartphone or an environmental sensor simply connect directly to space? Since the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1 in 1957, artificial satellites have been circling the globe, gathering data and relaying communications. The barrier to connecting our handheld devices isn't a lack of hardware in space. The issue is the strict physics governing how distance dictates transmission speed. This scale model shows GEO. Satellites here sit 35,786 kilometers high, giving them a massive functional footprint perfect for global broadcasts. But for internet usage, that extreme distance creates high latency, causing crippling delays for real-time communication. Lowering the altitude to around 12,000 kilometers puts us in medium Earth orbit, or MEO. These satellites are much closer to the surface, but their primary job is broadcasting precise timing signals for navigation networks, like the GPS on your phone. Neither GEO nor MEO can provide fast, low-latency internet to a small, low-power remote device. Doing that requires an entirely different approach to orbital geometry. If we drop the altitude drastically to between 160 and 1,500 kilometers, we enter low Earth orbit, or LEO. Shaving tens of thousands of kilometers off the distance means signals have less space to cross. Latency drops to near terrestrial speeds, allowing real-time video calls. The physical trade-off is coverage area. Because LEO satellites sit so close to the Earth, their individual coverage cone is tiny, and they sweep across the sky at roughly 17,000 miles per hour. To maintain a continuous connection, operators deploy mega-constellations. They launch thousands of satellites, creating a dense, overlapping web in low orbit. Overcoming the latency problem with dense constellations presented the next engineering hurdle: figuring out exactly how to link a stationary ground device to a network moving overhead at orbital speeds. The earliest solution was the indirect architecture. A remote device connects locally to a terrestrial gateway hub, and that hub uses a powerful dish to relay the traffic up to the satellite. Direct-to-satellite technology removes the hub. Now, standard, unmodified consumer smartphones can beam their signals straight into the night sky, communicating directly with the satellite. This visualization shows the specific engineering required to make that happen. Terrestrial phones expect immediate responses from cell towers. To compensate for orbital distance, operators use timing advanced spoofing, artificially adjusting the signal delay so the phone successfully links with a fast-moving satellite target. Finally, hybrid space-terrestrial architectures allow devices to dynamically switch networks. A phone uses local cell towers when available and automatically defaults to a direct satellite link the moment it moves out of range. By utilizing these three specific pathways, a mega-constellation stops being an isolated system in space and becomes an accessible, everyday extension of the internet. With thousands of nodes continuously passing overhead, the sky is effectively functioning as a single, unbroken cell tower spanning the entire planet. This ubiquitous coverage guarantees immediate data flow during severe natural disasters. When extreme weather events wipe out ground infrastructure, the space-based network remains entirely unaffected. It also ensures global logistics and scientific monitoring never lose contact. An environmental sensor in the deep Sahara or a shipping container traversing the Pacific Ocean stays connected at all times. By combining exact low-orbit altitudes with advanced signal spoofing and hybrid hardware, the geographical dead zone is permanently erased.